My Secret Circus, Rise and Fall. 6 tracks, 22 minutes, something of a rebirth EP from this much-loved Melbourne-based new metal or alt metal band. Released independently in November 2018. Produced by Ricky Ray, if I'm correct, at Light Hill Studios. If I'm wrong, then please let me know. I think it's a bit of a mix of things from overseas and here as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. 4 promo tracks have been released in Scars, More, War Games, and No Cigar. This is a heavily anticipated return after the band went on an extended hiatus due to circumstances well beyond their control. The business is cruel at the best of times. Tim?
Yeah, as far as I know, the recording was done a little bit in the studio in LA, a couple of different studios in Melbourne, and kind of everything came together for the final release. But
I wasn't sure. There's not a lot of detail.
Yeah, I was recording with the bass player not long ago.
Okay, because Ricky is credited in some respects. Yeah,
but usually when you get albums that are recorded in different places, it sounds disjointed. You can hear the different production. With this one, I thought the production was flawless. Everything sounds perfect for the style. It should be big and chunky and heavy and dirty and gritty, and it is. It's a take on the nu metal thing that sounds like it was released in 2018. You know, they're not doing the Limp Bizkit thing, production-wise. What I didn't like, though, was I didn't think there were enough groovy, big killer nu metal tracks on here. There was a lot of slowing it down and focusing on the verses and the rhythmic aspect of the vocals, whereas for me the whole appeal of nu metal is just the songs that you can pump your fist up to the air to and, for lack of a better term, break stuff to. I think that's the second time I've got that in there. But having said that, grooves and melodies throughout are pretty good. But for the reasons I said, No Cigar was my highlight. I gave it 7.5 out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah, look, great production, punchy guitars. Vince knows how to get a guitar tone. Like, everything he's ever touched, whether it be Ballacera and all the stuff he's played on, he's got a great setup.
Yep.
I just feel that this sound has come and gone like 20 years ago. And it didn't get to the heights when it was at its peak, for good reason, and that's because you can't mix genres. And rap rock will never be, Linkin Park probably the exception, maybe POD for a little while, but generally it's not even Papa Roach and bands have kind of gone away from it. There's a reason for it. I find that when Dan's actually singing, he sounds way better than he could ever rap. And he raps okay. But I just feel like, dude, it's just leave it and just go back to writing good hard rock songs. And I think that the band will be better served for it. I've just basically jumped ahead. But if you like bands like POD, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, you will like this. Yep. Even some 6am in terms of the music.
Yeah. There's a bit of that in there, yeah.
But again, for me, it's not breaking any boundaries. It's doing what's in. Like when I heard them 3-4 years ago, you could pick some of the Nickelback sort of choruses and stuff. They kind of jump on trends and what's going on. I struggle with bands that don't have an identity, and I feel like that's their problem right now. Is it's all there. They're fucking good players. They can write a song, but it's just me. It's just If I closed my eyes, I couldn't tell you if it was a Papa Roach song or their song, you know. And for me, it's not enough. Superhero and More were 2 songs I didn't mind. 6 out of 10. Yep.
Cool. Well, I've got this. You'll either love it or hate it, depending on your persuasion. Really, I think this is one that's really going to be dictated by taste. But either way, you can't deny how well it's been put together. It sounds phenomenal. And when the band kicks in, and they all sort of land on it, and man, it is huge. It sounds incredible. The hip hop style vocal will get up some people's nose. Got up yours, got up mine a bit as well.
Oh, okay. You're a Limp Bizkit fan.
Yeah, but I'm a Limp Bizkit fan because it's fucking amusing and it's kind of piss takey. I'm not normally a big rap rock guy. Like them I take exception to because I find them amusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that.
This is sort of I like I said, this is more sort of Linkin Park, Papa Roach kind of thing than it is Limp Bizkit for me, and I don't dig those bands, and I never really have. So that's where it lands, but it performs incredibly. The songs are composed beautifully. I think they're actually, the whole thing is put together so damn well that I did like it, even though it fell outside of the comfort zone for me.
Okay.
It sounds incredible. If you do like the genre, if you do like Linkin Park, by all means, don't miss it, because it's up there with them.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's better than Linkin Park.
It sounds good. So, even me, with my taste in music, I still give it 8 out of 10, because I thought it was a pretty bloody incredible release. Highlights for me were No Cigar, War Games, and Gravity.
I've been on the record quite a few times now saying how much my distaste for Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit abounds. I like this.
There you go.
Figure that one out, because I'm still trying to work it out. I think it's fantastic performances across the board. I think this one's been worth the wait. The revamped lineup is incredibly tight. The caliber of musicians is on display. I love the harmonies used on this. The backing vocals really added to this release. Pounding drums and bass give this the perfect foundation for the vocals and the lead work to jump out. The riffs are just the icing on top of all that, as far as I'm concerned. No two songs are alike, but it all fits. Each track is incredibly well written individually as a piece of music. It's polished up, refined, and perfected. A lot of people aren't going to like the amount of polish applied to the production. So if you want a dirty pub rock thing, just stay away from this. It's not going to fill that for you at all. And I normally struggle with this genre, but I got hooked by this one. Just plug it in and crank it, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it'll disappoint you. Again, predicated by taste, but it grabbed me, and I'm not normally into this style of music, so that's maybe a bit of a gateway for other people that are watching it as well. I think the energy they captured is amazing on this, and how they presented that. The mid-song changes, I thought they were really good. They were really well nailed. I thought some damn good hooks in this as well. The songs were memorable. I think lyrically, whilst I'm not a big connoisseur of the art of rap, lyrically is where Dan shines the most. His delivery is impressive, to say the least, but the stories within the songs are fantastic. It's aggressive, but it's uplifting at the same time, and every song has a point, and from my point of view, we need more lyrical content out of rock and metal. It sort of is more along these lines, the lyrical side, not as much the delivery per se, but the lyrical content, bang on. Production's good, very polished, as I said. I love the depth in the space, so, and the layering is what really impressed me in this. They layered this thing so many ways from Sunday, and they made it work. Lots of ear candy in this. Has been mixed into a well-rounded product. Great tones, very well balanced. Everything is clear, but it's got all the balls in it too, and they haven't gone too hard at it, but they did go for the loudness war effect with the compression a little bit for mine, which that's always going to irk me, in case you can't tell by now. It's not actually bad overall. It's just that when the whole thing cranks and you hear it clipping, that just, all you have to do is just take it back one fucking notch on the compressor. It'd been perfect. It suits the style. It's a bugbear. I don't like it. Songs are short and punchy, but it's incredibly diverse for an EP as well. For a 6 song, I think it's 6 songs? Yeah, 6 songs. It's incredibly diverse. And I think it balances out nice. The track order flies by. I think fans of Disturbed will get into this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it'll appeal most to the rap-infused rock fans out there, for how many there are that still follow the genre. But don't let that put you off, though, if it isn't your thing. It won't get everyone, and I know that for sure. It didn't grab Mick, which is all well and good, but I think there's enough here for anyone to get into, so long as you're not dedicated to the top 40 mainstream charts. If you're able to explore beyond those, check out this band. It's a mix of old and new tracks on here, but it's a wonderful package, and I think normally, like I said, I struggle with this style, but I think this one, it got me. Pumps Right Up has a heap to say. It's a band that, again, is on the rise, and I hope they continue on and find the next step for them in a much easier way of doing it than this. I gave it a 9 out of 10. More No Cigar and War Games. For mine, check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think. My Secret Circus.
Okay.
Go the other way, will we, this time?
Sure. I can go either way.
He's easy.
No wonder you like the Pen 15.
There you go.
Hey!
See?
Nikki was impressed when she saw these guys live the other night.
Yeah, I've seen them live before.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them for a long time.
Nah,
SB
4 years ago now, even
I
when
last
Pep
saw
was
them
on
at the
bass.
SB.
SB Front Bar was the last time I
Yeah.
seen them.
I was showing with the Evelyn a couple of years ago.
Yeah. But they fucking rocked it live back then.
Yeah, really good show.
Dan's a great front man. He really knows how to interact with the crowd.